Well, JC, another matchup with Washburn coming up on Saturday for you guys. Washburn's playing a lot better lately. What's the mentality you have to take into this game?
Um, well, I mean, I felt like we played a lot better against Pitt, so just kind of rolling on top of that. And then we all know this is a rivalry game, and I've never lost to Washburn, so kind of passing that on to them that we're going to go up there and we're not just going to let them kind of push us over on their home court. So it's just a strong mentality in practice this week and carrying it over into Saturday.
Coming off that, how much confidence moving forward do you think that win over Pitt had? Obviously, the game before break was less than ideal for what you guys wanted, but to come back and start off with that kind of win, you feel like that's a real good starting point?
Yeah, I felt like the break was really good for us because we have a lot of younger players. So I think just they kind of hit that wall and they needed a little mental break. So coming back from that and then having that big win, we've had some good practices this week. So I think we're all ready to get back and play.
You say you guys have not lost to Washburn since you've been here. You have to kind of explain the rivalry thing to maybe some of the new kids, or do you feel like that they can all kind of pick up on the fact that this is a big game regardless?
I mean, to me, Washburn, when we play them the whole week, there's just like kind of a different air in our practices to me. So hopefully they're kind of picking up on that and just what everyone else is saying. But I'm excited for them to see what it's all about. So it's a good time.
Emily, you guys have talked about Washburn. What's it going to take to get this win on Saturday?
Just we need to play well. Like Jacee said, we've had some good practices this week. We've had 2-a-days. We're not doing school, so we just need to take care of business.
How much, kind of the same question I asked Jacee, how much confidence do you feel like that this team is picking up after being able to rebound against Pitt the way you guys did?
Yeah, Pitt was a good win, and then we've had some time off, and so I think we're locked in mentally. And for us, though, we just take it one game at a time. So we never look ahead. We just have this game on Saturday, and that's all we're focused on.
How much did that, being down to Pitt and then coming back to win, how did that help your confidence?
Yeah, I think we were down 13 in the first half at one point, and maybe then got down again by 12 or 10 or something like that. So I just think that shows our potential, and if we can get out of our own way, I think it could be scary what we could do to other teams.
What is it that stands out about Washburn?
They're off to a great start, playing really, really well on both ends of the ball. I think the post player that they have, the transfer from UTEP, has really given them a lift as far as what she can do on both ends of the floor. She's a good shot blocker, can stretch the floor on offense, a really skilled passer. And then all the perimeter kids are just really tough, hard-nosed players that play with a lot of grit and toughness and have been making plays for them on both ends of the floor. They're a pretty well-rounded team.
What are the keys for your girls to get a win on Saturday?
Well, we're going to have to make sure, transition-wise, Reagan Phelan's terrific in transition. They got other kids that can push it. They play with a little bit of pace, but they're such a good passing team, that if you make mistakes on the defensive end, they've been making people pay. We're going to have to be assignment correct on that end of the floor and know what our matchups are and what we're trying to do with those individuals. Otherwise, like usual, we're going to have to defend really well and then obviously try to control the glass as best we can.
You've been around the program long enough. What does this rivalry, what does this matchup mean to you? Does this kind of, raise the level of adrenaline or awareness going into Washburn?
Yeah, obviously, that's a big rivalry. Always has been. We've played some huge games against each other over the years. I think now, for our team, every game we play is a huge game right now. We're trying to get ourselves established this year. They're off to a terrific start, better than maybe what they have been the last couple of years as far as how they've started the year. So they got to be excited about that. But it's still early, really early in conference play, and teams are jockeying for position. And it's a chance for us to go play a really good team on the road and try to steal one.